Hi, so today's video is about the residency in Belize. I've got a lot of interest and inquiries about the option of moving to Belize from a lot of people. I'd like to discuss what are the options, how you can get here, who is this for, what are the advantages and perks of actually moving to Belize. I'd also like to discuss a very interesting US news articles with some key insights which match up with my own analysis, and I'd like to share some of those points as well. But before we get started, if you're new to my channel, my name is Jay Suresh, and here we discuss real estate investments that lead to residencies and residencies that lead to citizenship. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, take a moment and subscribe so you're always up to date on the latest and greatest regarding all the programs. Now let's get started. All right, so the country of Belize, one of the biggest primary advantages is if you consider Latin America, all the Latin American countries are all Spanish speaking. A lot of people are afraid of learning a new language, or they just don't want to learn a new language, and it's in some cases it's just a big hassle because you're never going to be as local as the locals are from those countries in order to maximize or optimize your time in the country. So you're constantly on a learning curve. Some people will struggle, some people won't struggle, they'll still manage to get around, but it is a hassle for a lot of people. The whole learning Spanish issue turns them off, and that's one of the big reasons why they think twice about considering Latin America. And a lot of population is actually looking for a place which is all English. English as the first language. So one of the only countries in Latin America that speaks English is the country of Belize. I mean, there might be some exceptions, but this is one real country which offers you with a stable environment to move to. They have some qualified programs which you can make use of. It's a relatively easy option to get permanent residency. I'm going to cover all the options. And then I'm going to talk about the advantages of why I think this is one great option to consider if you are really looking for a country that speaks all English. The deal is pretty simple. It's one of the most fascinating ways to get a PR. So you enter the country. If you spend 1 year in Belize, you can be out for 14 days, but not more than that. So as long as you're spending that 1 year in Belize, I know it's a little bit of a hard work to complete so much physical presence, but then that immediately gives you a permanent residency in Belize. The other route, which is my favorite route, is the temporary residency route, where if you invest 250K USD in Belize, could be on own property. It's a beautiful country. You can have a seaside condo if you can find one at that price point, or any other property for 250K, and that instantly qualifies you for a temporary residency in Belize. You keep this temporary residency for a year, and that can get converted into permanent residency once it's up for renewal. Now, there are still residency requirements if you want to convert this to PR. If you want to keep this temporary, you can renew it indefinitely and have your second home or plan B residency in Belize for just having your own property on your name. If you leave aside all the minor costs, then this is an almost free option because you have your own property, and then you have your residency secured, and then you can convert this into citizenship or PR based on your needs. So that's the second option. The third option is quite attractive for a lot of people, is the qualified retiree program, QRP. And in that, if you are 45 plus, a lot of my viewers fall in that age bracket. In order to gain citizenship, the wait time is 5 years. Now, the residency required for citizenship exists, so you have to reside in the country. You can only be away from the country for 450 days out of the 5 years. So there is some residency requirement if you want to complete your citizenship in this country. The Belize passport is quite strong. So if you are looking to get that citizenship, then it's quite a powerful travel document. Next, let's look at the US News article that I was talking about, and it talks about the 10 reasons to retire in Belize. And the number one point is it's a stable country. Again, I agree with that. It is stable. English is the official language. This is one of the biggest plus points or advantages that I see. Belize is close to the US, so if you are from US or Canada, it's a 2 hour or less flight from Houston. So again, just like Mexico, Belize is almost a neighboring country. Laws are familiar, real estate is affordable, low taxes, and sense of community and expat community. So this is the big one. Now, when you move to a new country, you don't want to be in a remote no man's land. You want some community sense, right? Or at least people like yourself. So Belize has a big expat community that goes and moves to Belize. They're either temporary or permanent, or some have even gotten citizenship. So you're not alone. You have people who have done this. You have a community. So that's also an added advantage. Now, if you are interested in starting your own residency for Belize via any of the 3 routes that I mentioned, click the link in the description, book a call with us. We can discuss if this is the best fit for you, answer any questions that you might have, and get you started with this or any other residency of your choice. And if you liked this video, give me a thumbs up and see you in the next one.